Okay, hello there. I'm guessing FM is your username. The funny thing is, this is my third friggin' recording. The first one I did last night, it was my first ever attempt at any kind of Let's Try video. I deemed it not good enough, so I just tried to redo it again, and I was probably close to 10 minutes in, but then I realized I wasn't recording with raps. I was just kind of sitting here talking to nobody. So I wasted about 10 minutes doing nothing. So here I am again. Here's evidence I've been playing last night. I like your title screen, I like your music. One issue I have right off the bat, the text, the font. I'm guessing it's not your fault and it has something to do with the font itself on the computer or what, I don't know. But it probably shouldn't look that way, I'm guessing. I'm not going to hold it against you or the game at all, because I know it's probably just some kind of minor technical issue, probably on my part or something. So I've already played quite a bit with a font looking like this, so I can read it. So it won't be an issue. I won't even mention it anymore. I mentioned it in the first recording a lot, and a few times in the previous one when I was talking to nobody. But I won't even mention it all this time. So I'll just get going here. This music, it's Final Fantasy 8, I think. Sounds like it anyway. I think it's one of them, 7 or 8 or 9. It has that sound, that kind of that sound, I guess. That distinctive quality that the music has. So this is actually my third time going through this intro here. I'm not even going to comment on it, really. There's nothing to comment on. Because, I mean, it's just... It's a lot to take in at once. Everything that you throw at us right away. I mean, it's my third time through this. And really, all that I can take from this is that I'm going to be on a sky island. And I'm after, I don't know, a guy who's caused a lot of problems for the party members. That's all I know, really. It's just because you've thrown so much at us in the form of like a narrative there or whatever at the start. Valkyrie profile picture there, I think. And then we get to control this party of 4 for what feels like ages. And we don't know what their... what the whole reason is for everything that's going on. We're just thrust in the situation. Here they come. And, I don't know. It's my biggest gripe in the 30 minutes I've played in total from last night, that you just don't know what's going on, man. You should have your intros, they should be, like, short and simple. I don't know if you're going for like a Lufia sort of thing here, where you're playing the party members in the future when they're several levels higher, and then you go back and play through everything to work up to that point, or if it's like or is it something like maybe the Chrono Trigger, or sorry, the Chrono Cross intro, where you control Surge, Kid, and random third person at the dragon whatever place. I don't know if it's something like that, but if you look at those two examples, it doesn't really drag on for too long before you're thrust back into a normal introduction setting. But with this one here, I mean, I've played for like 30 minutes and it just no end in sight, it seems. So, let's keep going. I've read all this. It's my third time now. I get that these 4 are after, I think, FM, the guy who has your username. I don't know if you named it after... Did you... Sorry, tongue-tied. I don't know if you named the character after yourself, or you named yourself after the character after you made him, or what, but... Anyway, enough of that. Just keep going. But yeah, they just go on, they talk and everything. They have their little, relationships with one another, but I just met these people. I don't even know what's going on. It's just a bit much, I think. You should be gradually introduced to the problems. Or if you want to do something like this, which I'm guessing it's like the examples I use, Chrono Cross or Lufia. If it is indeed like that, you might want to minimize the amount of dialogue. because it's just so much reading for the situation we know nothing about and have trouble caring about, because we're just thrust into it. We don't know what's going on. A comment I made on my last recording, my second one, that didn't work out at all because I wasn't friggin' recording the video. Up in the top left-hand corner here, notice the panorama. It's flying by like really fast. I don't know why it's so quick. On the next screen, it's not like that at all. It's a lot slower. So you might want to make some consistency there. Make the next screen faster, or make this screen here slower, because that's pretty fast. And my third recording, I still want to fight these damn bunnies. Come on, bunny. Anyway, I like how I use the sprites for the characters, so we kind of get to draw our own conclusions to what their faces really look like. It's not being forced on us, so we get to kind of determine in our own heads what these people look like, and that's not too bad. I like that. Games that kind of allow the player's imagination to kind of take part as well. I'm not going that way. It's a dead end. I've been there in the first recording. Yeah, so here it is. The clouds are a lot slower on this map, so you might want to maybe tone it down on the previous map, make it go slower, because it looks a lot better when it's slow like this, as opposed to the first map where it's flying by like there's a hurricane below or something. But yeah. But yeah, I really can't comment on any of this dialogue that you're just dragging out and just on and on and on, because they're just talking about all the stuff I know nothing about. So it's too hard to follow. Even it's my third time, I just can't relate to any of it. But your dialogue is good, like the writing itself. I do like that. That's a good aspect of it. And I made a comment on my last recording at this very point. I like your mapping with a Mac and Blue, which kudos to you for using that. Not many people actually make like finished games with Mac and Blue. A lot of people complain it's overused. I think it's actually underused with complete games and long demos and everything. We see a lot of games that use Mac and Blue, but they never go anywhere. It's just like, here's my game, use Mac and Blue, and a month later you never hear from the person again. So, but I know you've been around for a while, your game's been around for a while, and Mac and Blue doesn't bother me. So, but the issue with the graphics I had that I pointed out in my last recording was that the sprites, which I think are from Star Ocean, they look a little bit too detailed for the Mac and Blue chipsets. Because the Mac and Blue chipsets, they have this kind of muted, kind of muggy quality to them. And these, I think it's Star Ocean sprites, they're very bright and vibrant in comparison, and very, very detailed. So here's the cave I go in up here, isn't it? Yeah. If you're wondering why my movements are a little erratic, like that there, see? It's because I'm playing with a USB gamepad, so, and I'm just playing with one hand while I have my other hand on what I'm using to record the audio. There's one point that actually I did remember very well here, and that's the whole thing with the magic. And I like the idea of creatures being born from the magic. That's a good idea. I like that quite a bit, and I'm guessing just all the creatures I see roaming around, I'm guessing they're probably exactly what the characters are talking about here, like the monsters that, like I said, are born of magic or whatever. I like that idea. I think more people need to kind of implement stuff like that. It's just a cool fantasy sort of theme, I guess. Couldn't think of a word there besides theme. I like the little emotes and everything that pop up above their heads. Like how Laura has a little heart when they say it's really cold in here, and she's like, oh, it's magic, and she likes it. So yeah, I hope this is satisfactory for you so far. I know other people who do the Let's Try videos, they kind of don't really pay attention to what they're doing, and they kind of scream and yell, or maybe they'll just act like idiots or won't really truly play the game or anything, but I'm trying here, so... And if there's anything I'm missing or anything, you can tell me later on, and I'll make an effort to focus on that stuff as well. Actually, yeah, Alexander, he's the guy on the left there, right? Just above him, the doorway there, the hole. If you look just above where the snow tiles end and where the dark door tile starts, it's so abrupt. There's like no transition, I guess. It's just like instant black line. I mean, it would look better if you had like a tile there to kind of make it look like the ground is going into the cave or something like that, instead of just having this black doorway smacked on top of the ground like that. It's a minor gripe, but it's there. Okay, so here we are going into okay, so I know I didn't know I could save last night anywhere. I just didn't pay attention. I was looking for a save point. It's approaching... I'm going to stop right before 15 minutes and actually do proper 15-minute segments for this. Let's do a video, or sorry, a battle or two. And that sound effect there for the battle starting doesn't sound too good, man. It's way too low quality. If that's the sound effect from Final Fantasy VI, my game, you know, Blackman Prophecy, I have a good rip of that sound effect. I mean, I can hook you for that if you need it. But the one you're using here, it's really low quality sound. It's like Nintendo, the original or something. Well, everything else is like MP3 and sounds great. Then there's that sound effect. It definitely sticks out. But yeah, what really leads me to believe that this isn't like the true intro, that I'm going to go back in time to level 1 or something, is how they're like, oh, level 30, 40, they're hitting for like 1,000 damage sometimes. It's wild, man, but I'm guessing that's well, obviously it's intentional, but just with so many big numbers, I know this probably isn't like the real intro. Oh, I mentioned this in my first recording. If you look at the ceiling tile that's right below me... sorry. I just ate some food. The ceiling tile that's right below me, it looks like it doesn't quite match the rest of the ceiling tiles. Like right... Oh shit, I'm gonna fight. It sticks out a bit, man. It looks like just all the edge tiles for the ceiling, the edges going all the way around, they all... I should probably fight back. They all look a little brighter or something. I don't know, but they do stick out. So you might want to check into that. But I also mentioned in my first recording, I really like your battles. The big blackness underneath the window bar at the bottom is a little weird. You might want to make that an actual window bar itself, so when the battle starts, everything just kind of appears above it, and it would look better that way. But I like the flow of your battles. It's among the best for RPG Maker games that I've played, anyway. Not that I've played many recently, actually. Oh, I didn't see... what's that thing in the back? I know it's a Rhodox or whatever, graphic from Fantasy VI. A snow rat. Okay. Yeah, I didn't encounter one of them last night. Okay. Damn, that mammoth is tough. Okay, I'm about to hit 15 minutes, so I'm just gonna end in this battle, and it will be picking up. The next video will be right after the end of this battle, so I'll catch you then.